Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special afternoon session that I come on quite a bit to do because I love you guys. These are basically a makeup session for not getting to any of the free readings in this morning session. I'm so grateful for all of the donations that helps me offer all the free content that I do. So big shout out to all them and my YouTube channel members and everyone that purchased my services. It's all helps me live this dream and to be able to do this. So I'm so appreciative. But I do also love my community here, and so I come back on. I know not everyone's able to make donations, so that's why I like to come back on and complete the free readings. There's no chat in this session because I'm just making up for all the readings from this morning. But I will be back at 6 p.m. tonight and tomorrow night, and then also again Saturday and Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So if you want to join me then for new readings, you can definitely do that. After I'm done with this session, I shall post a comment on the bottom and pin it also, and it'll be the order in which the readings were completed so you can find your readings more easily. So thank you for all the thumbs up. It does help me spread the Zen love, and you're part of the love tsunami, and it's something everyone can do for free. So if you're enjoying free readings, give me a little thumbs up. It lets me know that you're enjoying these because I enjoy them. I'll continue to do them anyway, but I like to know that you guys are enjoying them too. All right. So I'm going to continue to use this beautiful deck. It's from the Craft Cards. It's tarot. And we're going to jump in. So we had left off, well, not left off. So we're going to start off with the free readings. Again, I didn't complete any in the morning session. So here we are. Let's give these a shuffle, and we're starking off, even starting with Kritika Malhotra. Hello. So you gave an interview yesterday and you got selected. All right. And you're not happy at all because they literally take anyone because they only care about money, and you're disturbed as your parents want you to take admission in this now, and all you're hearing since the morning is about how they're spending so much on you and that you should say this to your stupid friends. Nothing makes sense. So should you accept the offer letter or not, or would you end up leaving the CLG in between? All right, let's take a look here. There, of course, there's no shoulds in the spirit realm. There's they have, everything is a choice with different experiences that come from choices. There's no right or wrong on their side. So we'll just kind of see here if first of all, we'll just ask if you accept this, would you end up leaving in between? Let's just find that out first yet. Yeah, you would end up leaving with the Ace of Wands. You would have a new passion and you'd end up going somewhere else. If you accept this, you know, offer letter and you go for the in between, what is the energy that you would receive with that? Okay. Kaboom. All these cards came flying out. So you would still, you would still thrive, you would still do fine in it, you'd still be beneficial and fruitful. So you would still glean something from it. No experience is ever wasted, but you would have some time to really nurture who you are and your self-worth during that time. And then what if you don't accept it? What kind of result do you get? Okay. Then you would have nightmares and a lot of fears that would come in here with this. So, you know, yeah, and you even have the bottom of the deck, that the transforming of the energy here. It's energy that feels conflicting, and then it transforms into something more loving. And so try to put yourself in your parents' shoes, right? What your parents are saying here. And if you can take a deep breath and just step back out of your own, these own fears, these lower vibrational emotions that are triggering inside of you, you can look from your parents' heart and go, okay, they are trying to be the good parents, right? So they have a fear that you are, that they're not going to be a good parents, that they're not giving you the future you deserve, they're not protecting you. And so from their standpoint, from their own fears. And what happens when we're in fear? We're out of our intelligent, loving, compassionate side. So it's all about a 2-year old. Think of a 2-year old parenting you, and you're like, oh, you know what? They're just trying to do what they feel will make them look good, will make them feel secure, that, will make them not fear failing as a parent. And so when you look at all that, you can be like, that's why I feel like if you don't accept it, that's why it turns into feeling like a nightmare, because I just feel like your parents will be in major fear. They'll be freaking out all the time. And when they're in fear, then they are not loving. They are, like a hissing cat, attacking, defending, running away, hiding, rejecting. And and that's the fear we have, right? We fear rejection. That's why we're like, well, I'm going to do what my parents want, because if I don't, there's hell to pay, um, and rejection and, sadness. And they're going to blame me and I'm going to have all this guilt. And so, we look at it from what you're wanting to do. There's no wrong decision. I'm here, but that's what they're saying. With current energy, you not accepting it, that's where all the fears come in. Otherwise, realizing you're gonna leave it in the middle, you're like, "You know what? If you're honest with your parents and you tell them, 'You know what? I just don't feel like this is for me, and, I feel like if we start, I'm gonna end up leaving in the middle of it. So if you're okay with that, then I'll give it a try, but I may not, it may not last. And if you're upfront and honest with them in a loving way, not defensive, but a loving way, and just say, I got to talk to you guys. I'm really concerned. And if you just share your heart and your true fears, then you can have an honest, you know, um, and loving interaction. If they spark into fear, then they're going to go out of their minds and you're not going to be able to have communication. So, hopefully that helps a little bit, gives you a little bit of guidance there, Katika. But either way, you're going to be fine. So take some deep breaths, step away from it all, and then approach it not when you're freaking out, but when you're, calm, and then in a loving way. And that'll get you much further with them. Okay. So that's what they have for you, my dear. Hang in there. Much love to you. All right. And then Day Sturgis, you wanted a weekend reading. Let's see here. What does Spirit want here for you? All right. Well, you do have this energy here of it's a self-love weekend, what I feel coming in here. You got the Queen of Cups, which is all about she's the master of emotion. And this Four of Cups is emotional stability, but the emotional stability comes around with this Ace of Cups, which is us. We're the chalice, we're the holy grail. We open up and allow spirit to fill us up with their love. And I feel like this is what this is. It's a self-love weekend, really looking into you, really journaling, doing things with yourself, like, go and get the tea or coffee that you like and read a book somewhere. It's just really about taking time for you, where you get away from all the chaos, all of the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos, and musts. And I just feel like you spend time with you, your higher self, your spiritual posse. Because I feel like there's such an opportunity for drama this weekend, and I just feel like groups of people, especially with the full moon, lunar eclipse on Monday in Libra. It's a lot of we, a lot of gatherings, a lot of this energy of release around groups. That it's an important time for you to step away as much as you can. Otherwise, there's just a lot of chaos going to be going on around you, and it's just like your spirit guides. It's for your own good. Come with us. So that's what I feel's coming in for you, Dejona. I mean, not Dejona, Day Sturgis. So yeah, that's what they have. Very, um, it's like an invitation to spend time with uh, those that unconditionally love you, your higher self and above. All right. So many blessings to you. That's what they have for you for this weekend. And then Jean XO, hello, hello, love. And you want to ask what your first ex Virgo's feelings and next actions are towards you. All right, let's take a look here. See what they have going on here. All right. It feels here their feelings here have gone from like this conflicting energy to something more loving, but they've got this 3 of cups, and I don't know if this is what happened before, but third party, they haven't changed. So any actions I just feel are, they have these feelings for you. Obviously, 3 of cups is emotion. It's just not just for you though either. They have someone else. And I feel like there'll always be someone else. Whether they're with someone and you're the someone else, or they're with you and there's someone else. Because I just feel like they haven't done this internal awareness. They haven't done this internal reflection where they realize that they're the ones that have to make themselves happy, and they keep looking out here in relationships for happiness. They don't find it and they think it's their fault. Well, they're not making me happy. Well, maybe I need two or three or how many ever. They're like, maybe I need all of this to make me feel happy and full. And it doesn't. So um, I feel like whatever conflict that they had, that they got over their feelings of whatever the conflict. And I just feel like they're like, well, maybe it's like your guides are funny. Maybe I can get some of that, and it's like, no. um so it's like your spirit guides are waving you off like you're an airplane to land on an airstrip. They're like, no, no, the runway is out, don't land here. There's multiple planes landing. There's going to be air crashes, so don't do it. So that's what's coming in, Gene. Your guides are funny, but that's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. And then day baby 777. You wanted a general reading. Let's see, what does spirit want you to know right now? Okay. All right. Yeah, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight out of them all, right? And the Three of Swords, which is expectations equal disappointment. And it feels like it's been a while, and I feel like this all has to do with about disappointment with timing, and time. One thing with the disappointing of timing, I don't know if there's been someone that you've been interested in that whenever time you're interested in them and available, they're in a relationship. And then when they're out of a relationship, you're in one. And when you're out of it, they're back in one. And it's just like, I feel like there's that kind of feeling of things that's never ever match up. But it's been happening on purpose for a purpose. The Knight of Pentacles tells us that, and that everything unfolds in its perfect timing. Um, Regarding love specifically for you, I just feel like their message is things go slow. Things um, aren't allowed to come together. They're kept apart purposely by your order before you came down here. That you wanted certain things to be able to happen first within yourself, this transformation of things within you, thoughts, beliefs, mindsets that don't serve you, lower vibrational things. And you've been, before, when we do what we've always did, we get what we always got. But things slow down so that you don't keep getting what you always got, because you've been changing, you've been evolving, and it might have felt like you're in solitary confinement in a way, but it's been for you so that you can, you know, um, be able to have this connection at a higher vibration with someone in the future. So trust the journey, trust the process, trust that the disappointment, that even though sometimes it's like, thank God for unanswered prayers. I want, and they're like, no, not yet, because it's not done yet, and it's like, I don't care, I want the bread now. And they take out the bread and it's all still dough, and you're like, ooh. They're like, should I put it back in the oven? Yes, please. So they know, and we can trust that they know for us. So I feel like there's this energy around just trust divine timing right now. So that's what message, excuse me, hiccup. That's what they have for you. Scared me. So that's what they have. So many blessings, my dear. And then Johanna Yurison, hello, hello. Hey, yo. Any message from your grandma before the funeral tomorrow? Yes. Um, I got these spirit messages, daily guidance oracle cards, and I do feel like they are screaming for you. And so we're going to pull from there. So, what message from Grams? What message does Grams have? What message do you have? All right. Sorry, that wasn't the one. Let me reshuffle these real quick. Cards flying out everywhere. Let's balance the energy. She's very excited. So, Grams, just one message, please. What's the most important message that you have? All right. Oh, okay. Beautiful, beautiful card. It says caregiver, and it says, we are with you, and spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love you provide to others, especially at the end of their lives, just as you received care and love at the start of your life. Caregivers often focus all their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well being in the process. Ooh, okay. So it goes on to say that she's brought this card for you because you probably already are or have been in a caretaker role, or you'll shortly start caring for someone you love. So you might have taken care of grandma, maybe, right? This card is a timely reminder to ensure you don't forget yourself in the process. No matter what type of care is being given, whether it is emotional support or more hands on, it's easy to let all your energy dissipate, leaving you feeling drained, disinterested, or at times feeling down. So remember that we're all made up of energy, and that energy is very precious and delicate and needs to be preserved and honored. Take time for yourself. Nurture yourself with self care, such as a massage, meditation, or walks in nature. Allowing your body, your mind, and spirit to open and absorb positive and healthy energy so that when you have to return to care mode, you feel healthy, strong, and revitalized. Yeah, so the message that she's bringing in here for you is you're a big support, especially with the funeral and everything tomorrow. Don't, forget to, care for yourself. Don't forget to take time for yourself, that you don't have to solve everyone's emotions. You don't have to make it better for everyone else. Just know that she's with you and every single loved one, and she's giving everyone love, and she'll be there. It's like she's showing me that, when as soon as we slide out of our bodies, we kind of clone ourselves energetically where we're like we're like by every single one of our loved one's sides. And when people come together, there's all these, that's why when people gather and talk about someone they care about, their presence is really there because they're there like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Their energy is there because they're existing with every single loved one all at the same time. That's how powerful and the ability that they have. So just know that she's going to be there in big power by everyone's side, and it's not your responsibility to make sure everyone is okay, because everyone will be okay. Just make sure you're okay, make sure you're giving yourself the love and attention, and allow yourself to fill up, and you can allow other people to have the overflow, but make sure you take care of you first. So that's what Grams has for you, Johanna. So hang in there. Many blessings to you. Oh, sorry, Jean. I just saw that you wanted to check the underlying energies. I don't know what they were, so it must not have been important. All right. So, Goddess, angelic vibes, 1111. Anything that you need to know? Let's take a look here and see what the spirit feel you need to know right now. All right. So we've got this energy here, and I don't know if you're looking for love, but you've got the Queen of Cups. This is about your empathic abilities, your heart, nurturing yourself. And then you have the Three of Cups, which talks about, finding your tribe, finding this group of individuals. If you don't already have like two best friends, two besties who you're like two peas in a pod, you have this unconditional love, unconditional acceptance, you call each other out on stuff with love and with hilarity. And but they're these people that will be with you the rest of your life. You will always be in each other's lives. It's like this self-love of you first, and then this group of individuals that you have. And then that's when this is what opens up the Page of Pentacles, which new opportunities opening up in the outside world. And by that I mean new opportunities for love. Not necessarily that you meet them through these people, but it's because of the foundation. You have this foundation of self-love, this foundation of physical representation of kind of an unconditional love in your life, the support team. Then you're able to go forward in and this opportunity opens up for love to come into your life. So they're kind of giving you like this little game plan on how things are unfolding and how things would look that way. So that's what they want you to know right now, Goddess Angelic Vibes. So if you don't have that two friends, go do some stuff that you love. If you're like, yeah, I wish I could find some best friends, just continue, and maybe do the things that you love to do, your passions. And when you're doing that is when you find and make those friends. It's doing things you love because those are the things you guys will love doing together as best friends. So, all right. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then infinity is one. So this is your free reading. You want to know, does AF still think about you? Let's take a look here. All right. Do they still think about you? Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but they do. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is new thought, so they have new thoughts, they think about you. But it has to do with the 10 of Wands. They carry so many things and they have so much energy that that they focus things on. It's the burden, it's this over energy. And it's not that you are a burden, it's they carry so much energy. And so this 10 of wands energy is, it's not like they think about you in this way of going, I wonder how you're doing, I wonder if you're okay, blah blah blah. It's like when they think of you, it's like, yeah, when this happened, this is what they were doing. When this is going on, this is what they brought me. It's reflection. And so, and this just seems like with this 10 of wands, they have a lot of fire energy. They have a lot of this, you know, consume, 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 move forward. They don't look back as far as like going backwards. They only reflect, but they're like a grass fire, right? That they just move forward, consuming, and they can't go backward because they already consumed everything in their mind. So they can only go forward, forward, forward. The only thing that they think about the past is how can that impact me going forward, if that makes sense. So, you know, I wouldn't waste time thinking about it. Use it for your own reflection, but I don't feel like that they have the ability to move backwards, even if you were interested in that. All right. So that's what's coming in infinity. So many blessings to you. And then on you, Priya, you'd like a general reading. All right. Let's take a look here. All right. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Yeah, there is this endings and beginnings type of energy that's coming in here with the 10 of cups and the ace of cups. And it feels very interesting because we've got the 7 of cups on the bottom of the deck, which represents this, a lot of emotional confusion, a lot of different options. And it's almost like it's reminding me of 10 of wands energy, but this is like a lot of emotional energy that's being invested in a lot of different things. And, you know, when we look at all this energy, and all this stuff comes through, it all comes back to you focusing in on your own self-love. Because, if you're giving all of your love, let's say you're a barrel and you're, allowing all of this energy to flow outside of you to other people, then you feel drained, you feel empty, you might even feel exhausted, even resentful. But what they get is bitter, sour water, right? But when you become this chalice and you allow yourself to be filled up and overflow, then everyone gets all these droplets, which are, it's 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 like the nectar of heaven. It's sweet. It's and one drop is worth barrels of that other water. And even though in the beginning people might be like, "Why are you not giving to me?" It's like you give to yourself first. You fill up, and that's it. That's one of my favorite sayings in life is, the greatest gift we can give the world is a healthy, full, overflowing you. And then and what you give is so much more full of life, and so I like that message there for you, and that's what they have for you right now. So boom, 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 easy breezy. All right, so that's what they have. Focus on filling your cup up first. And if you want to know how to, like, a journey of moving back to self love, if you check out my podcast, From Chaos to Cozy, there's a lot of beautiful tools within there that helped me in my life go from the chaos of exhaustion trying to please everyone to more cozy. And that's the journey that we're on in the podcast. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box of the video here, or it's on my main page too. All right. So many blessings. And then Anjou 777, you're up. How will you meet your future spouse? Wait, how will be your future spouse? Okay, sorry, not meet, be how. So a little bit of more information on uh, about your future spouse. What are they willing to tell you? What little tidbit today? All right. So, we've got the Five of Pentacles and the Justice card coming in here. And these feelings of lack, feeling out of control, being left behind. They had this stuff here. I feel like there was this here with this Justice card. I feel like in their family when they were younger, there was some legal trouble that happened that caused them to have this feeling of being abandoned, being left behind. I don't know if like a parent went away to jail or had, you know, there was something significant with justice that they had to um, either they lost their family fortune, they lost everything they had, or a parent had to go away. But this feeling of lack that they had to deal with when they were younger, they learned so much through it because it impacted them really big when they were younger. I feel like anywhere between 5 and 9 years old, I don't know why specifically that, but I mean, Spirit's saying it, so I'm just gonna say it. Um, but it's around that age when it happened, and so it really impacted them to where when they became a teenager, um I feel like they hit some very low lows in their life, but because they hit rock bottom, they they made a decision, and they'll be able to tell you the day, the time, the minute. They'd be like, I remember I was laying on the floor of my bedroom thinking about, I'm either gonna have to choose to live or I don't wanna be here anymore. And they made a choice in that moment, like, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do the next thing. And then they just have overcome so many things. And now they have such a bright presence with themselves now that it's beautiful. So I love that for them. So whoops, knocking my microphone around. Sorry about that. So um beautiful, beautiful energy. And I like that. It's those who are wounded so much when they're younger become such strong warriors when they're older that things don't impact them like they would normally others because they've already overcome so much. that things that come against them, they're not like, "Oh my gosh," they're like, "We'll get through this, trust me." So very strong individual, very strong-hearted. So I like that for you, Anju, and that's what they have for you right now. Many blessings, and then angel blessings is up next. You want to know, what are you manifesting in your life? Let's take a look here. What does Spirit wants you to know is headed your way? What have you created with your energy? What are you drawing towards you with your energy? All right. Yeah. So you are drawing some endings here. I like it because with the 10 of swords is leaving behind thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that no longer serve you, that you're ready to let go of and have fall away. And I feel like what you're manifesting is this empowerment, because this is the change of a mindset where you're like, I'm sick and tired of trying to please everyone. I'm done, you know. And the 8 of cups is leaving behind emotions and relationships that don't serve you anymore, to head off into their, because they're walking off to the 9 of cups, which is I'm not sure why it's not focusing, but it's the dreams come true, emotional dreams come true. And so I feel like with all this endings, what you're manifesting is this release of so many thoughts, these release of emotions that you have stuffed down from your childhood here, but you're also clearing out relationships that don't serve you anymore. This empowerment of, I know what I'm doing. It's like you're manifesting a clearing, spring cleaning that's happening with the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere, right? So I like this for you. I just feel like you're manifesting the significant endings and beginnings in your life, both inward and outward, that is allowing you movement and flow to move more and more easily towards your dreams. So I like that for you, angel blessings. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And that's what's coming in. So many, many blessings to you. And then Links Lee, you are up. So the person on your mind, messages from them. All right, let's take a look here. This will be coming from their higher self, not the human, because the human's oblivious. Yeah. Because you got the Hanged Man and the 9 of Pentacles. You know, this person on your mind, they're in this state of um it's like hermithood, because you've got the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 is the Hermit's card in the Major Arcana. 9 of Pentacles is alone in the world, and so it's like they're pulled back, and they're not alone with, they're just not with humans. That's spirit with them there. And then the Hanged Man is also transformation, like in a cocoon, seeing things from a different perspective, transforming from the caterpillar to a butterfly. So they are going through this, transformation and this journey, and things in their life. And so if they're if you feel like they're distant, or they're not in communication, or whatever, this distance feeling might feel, it's because they are looking into themselves. They are in the middle of a transformation that's in their life, and it's not a you, that they're just, um keeping you away. They've ostracized themselves from everyone. They're like in a solitary confinement, self-imposed solitary confinement. So hopefully that makes sense for what's going on right now, Linksley, but that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then Soul Searching Vibe, you are a higher self message for your love life. All right, let's take a look here. What do they want you to know about the love life? All right. It's like right now they're calling you to have, this um I don't know, just this time with them, because here's your higher self, and here's your human self, and it's like this invitation, come hang out with us. Because even the 6 of Wands, with this combination, these all these wands over here. Whoops, sorry, the camera's over here. Um, is your spiritual team, your spiritual posse supporting you. And so there is this energy here of recognition, and we want to love on you, and we want to build you up and give you tons of messages, and just like I said, they just want to love on you and give you so much love. And I feel like this is an important step here regarding your love life because there is this journey of, um, stepping up your love energy. This opening up your self love is such an important piece, and it has to start in here. And I feel like this is what they're focusing on is like, you know, we want to help you raise your love vibration. Otherwise, you'll just end up with what you've always got. In fact, they're drawing me here. We got this new lovers oracle. Sorry, that I just got in. Going to test them out. You're going to be my guinea pig, one of my guinea pigs. So let's take a look here. What do they have here? Yeah, I am stuck in visions of us together. I like this. This is like from your your spiritual posse. We're stuck with a vision of us all being together. So they're like, let's bring us together. Let's bring us together first. So that's funny. That's funny that that's the way they want to interpret that card, but that's how it's coming through. So hopefully that helps soul searching vibe. And if you want to look at how, ideas on how to raise your love vibration, I have a podcast, my From Chaos to Cozy, which is all about that. It's in the link is in the playlist. I mean, the playlist link is in the description box of the video. Wow, or it's on my main page, but it's all the journey of from lower vibration to higher vibration, from chaos to cozy, and if that resonates, check that out. All right, so many blessings to you, and then smooth life. I think I'm falling off my chair here. I think my pillow is on the side. I'm like. So, smooth life, you'd like guidance from your future self. Don't fall off your chair. That's what they're telling you. Let's take a look here. All right. All right. Well, look at this. So, you know, you've got the Four of Wands energy here, which is joy and celebration, as well as the marriage card. And the Two of Wands is about stepping into your power of energetic choice, because whatever you focus on is what grows and expands in your life. And so when you focus on the lower vibration, if there's anything you hate or fear will come in or not come in your life, etc., things you miss, things that you're wanting, all of that energy pulls down and slows things down. Um, and especially if it's around marriage and relationship, if we're focusing on, oh, I really want to be married, I really want a relationship, I really want, when we spend our energy on that, we're telling the universe, I really enjoy wanting it, but not getting it. And so we're okay with going, spirit, I would like to be married. I would like love. So you put it out there, that puts the playing piece on the board. But if you focus on the lower vibration, you go back spaces. If you focus on gratitude and just sharp, what we are grateful for, what you do want in your life, joy, celebration, you move forward, and that's what brings things in faster for you. So, the guidance from your future self is really being aware of the energy that you're investing in each moment. Is it of higher vibration or lower vibration? Is it of wanting, needing, missing, that type of thing? If it is, then there's this that just makes things take longer to come to us. But the more we raise our love vibration, the faster things do unfold and come to us. So that's what they have there for you, Smooth Life. So hopefully that is helpful. Many blessings to you. All right. And we are on to Anusri. So Anusri, do you already know your future spouse? All right, let's take a look here and see what they say here. No, I don't feel like you do yet with this. Knight of Swords is movement of thought and belief and mindset. The Wheel of Fortune is endings and beginnings, and I feel like you'll meet them after a significant ending and as something turns in your life here. But with this Knight of Swords holding the Ace of Swords, that's newness that's coming in, and there needs to be a change of mindset. And that means letting go of some old ways of thinking about supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be around love and spouse and that. It's just, that. So I don't feel like you know them yet. I just feel like things are turning with the Wheel of Fortune, but I feel like you're gonna meet them after you have a significant turn that happens in your life coming up here. So you'll know what it is. You'll be like, oh God, here it is. But it'll be it's not something drastic and horrible or anything like that. It's like moving somewhere else or working someone out or going somewhere else you normally don't. There's like this significant change where you're a change of your external world is where it comes in. So that's what they have for you, new stream. So hang in there. Many blessings to you. And then Goldie, you are up next. So any potential relationship coming to you. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know? Any potential based on current energies. All right. You've got the three of swords, which is the heartbreak and disappointment card here. But you have the four that comes after here, which is this feeling of home. So I feel like you are moving from this. You've been letting heartbreak go, these feelings of disappointment, and you've really been changing and questioning your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. I feel like here, and I feel like you are removing those swords out of your mind and heart. You know, this four of pentacles is reminding me again, it's of home. So I'm not sure here if you are where you consider to be home or if you're away from home. But I feel like you're going to meet someone. Either you're going to go back home and you're going to meet someone, or you're going to meet someone that's from back home. Either if it's this from the same city or if even if you know them. I feel like you might know of them, but I don't feel like you know them like, really well. I just feel like you've known him in passing. But I feel like you either go back and it's someone you're like, Psh, there's suddenly something new that sparks, or you meet them like if you're away from home and they actually move to the city you're in, and you're like, oh my God, hey, and you're like, hey, you're from da da, yeah, da da da, and things unfold that way. But I feel like it is important, of course, to let go of these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, the old expectations that have resulted in disappointments in the past, is an important part of the process. But I feel like you've been doing a lot of that already. So I feel like you're like on the verge of it happening. So hopefully that helps. That's what they have for you, Goldie. So many blessings to you. And then Pinky, you are up. So angel message. Let's take a look here. What do your angels want you to know? All right. Yeah. So it's like you're in this Saturn return energy with the devil card and the eight of swords. The devil card is, they are the one that rattled. Saturn, Capricorn energy that shakes and rattles our cages, makes us look into our thoughts and beliefs that would have made us feel blinded and bound and trapped before. And it allows us this, you know, freedom. It's a flow. It's letting go. It's taking off the chains that have bound you and made you feel restricted before. So you are having this challenge right now where they're, just this wanting to get these things out, getting these old thoughts and beliefs cleared, because then that allows a way of looking at things differently, which you do with this Three of Wands. The Three of Wands here is you choosing a new direction based on this new information, with this new freeing yourself from some old ways of thinking, allows you to move forward and do some things that you have restricted yourself from doing because of some limiting thoughts and beliefs and some old words that were said to you that we believed we were no children. I feel like it was as younger, and we don't know any better. We're just like, oh, you're right, I am good for nothing. I can never do math, or oh yeah, I can't sing. And you're just like, just because of one person's opinion that we took very highly, we created a whole character of ourselves around it, and we can remake that character and question those thoughts and then move forward and go, you know what? I'm not going to let anyone tell me who I am. I get to decide. And I like this energy that's coming in for you, Pinky. So that's what they have for you right now. They're like, your angels are like, believe in yourself because we know how awesome you are. So, don't believe those humans. They have fears and they say stupid stuff. We know. So believe us. So I like that. That's what they have. So many, many blessings. And then Cutie, you're up. Do you have a future with Leo? Will he contact you? Let's take a look here. All right. Wow. I don't think so, Cutie. I don't know why I say I think so. Based on current energies, because you got the Judgment card, which is your higher self calling you to a new place, and the two X's, card 20. It's double endings, double new beginnings, and you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new opportunity opening up here. So I feel like it's like no, but it's because your higher self is blocking them because, or them working in cahoots is keeping them from doing it because there's something new coming your way, something more in alignment with your higher self and truer self. So I don't feel like the Leo will, but it's because there's something even more. It's always an upgrade. It's never a downgrade. Like, oh, you wish you could have first class, but we're putting you in coach and we're going to put you in that seat that's in front of the bathroom where the seat doesn't go all the way back. You can only go like a half an inch. And then everyone's coming and going and slamming the door and odors and all that. No, 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 no. You move from that seat, you're moving to first class. So that's what's going on. All right, Kitty, that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then morning, you are up next. You'd like a general for next week. Let's take a look here and see what do they have here for you. Got some choices. Some choices to be made. All right. Yeah. And balance. It's a week of balance, definitely with the Two of Pentacles and the King of Cups. King of Cups rolls over cups, but also has a portion of air. So it's balancing the heart and the head next week. And with the choices to be made next week, too, which I feel with this Two of Pentacles, there is this energy of like you're going to have this choice or this choice. Your head is going to go, well, that's the obvious choice, and your heart's going, bleh, no, that, I want that, I want that, I want that. And I feel like this is the week to balance that. Follow your heart next week. Don't let your mind take you off into something that's, well, check in the box. I did it, instead of going, oh, this is what I want to love and I'd love to do. And then after you're done, you're like, oh my gosh, it's amazing, rather than, okay, I completed it. I met an expectation of my mind. Instead, it's you let your heart express itself and you let your heart have a seat at the table and making the decisions next week. And I like what you do with it. So that's what they would recommend for you morning for next week. And that's what they have. So many blessings to you. All right, Grace 1111. You'd like a general reading. Let's see what the Spirit wants you to know right now. All right. You do have some energy here. Excuse me, of conflict that was been going on around you. Some drama with the Five of Wands, but it's also a transformative energy, which stabilizes here. So I like this. I feel like they're even saying here with the drama that's happening, you don't have to get involved. You know, your heart wants to make it better for everyone, but just make sure, like what you can do, not there's no make sure. It's like what you could do is instead of putting yourself in the middle of it all and getting hit by all sides because you're getting in the middle, is maintain relationships with each person on the outside, but you don't have to get involved. And I like that. So there's peace and joy. Focus on joy, celebration, your energetic stability, and you don't have to get sucked out into the drama that's going on around you or that will be going on around you. Um, It's just like, it's like if a family has a fight where sister is fighting with mom. It's like, well, I got to make it better. No, I'm going to be friends with my mom. I'm going to be friends with my sister, and I'm not going to get in between them. That's their relationship, not mine. This is my relationship. That is my relationship. This is my relationship, but that's not mine. That's none of my business, and I don't need to solve it. So I like that. Even if they tell you, "You need to solve this," and you can say, "You're adults, you need to grow up." But I love you. Alright, so that's what they have for you, Grace. Hopefully that helps. Many blessings to you. And a twin flame, divine soul, you'd like a love reading. Let's take a look here and see what does Spirit have here for you regarding love, love, love. Yeah. So right now it's a time here with the 3 of Pentacles is to be true to your authentic self. And with the 4 of Swords, there's this peace of mind and restfulness, and um, it's like let your desire for love rest. I like that. So they're like saying that, and it's time for you to go out and do the things that you love, not make finding love your hobby, but finding a hobby that you love, something that allows you to express your passion and go do that. Because in doing that, one, you're maintaining your own worth, you're maintaining your own identity. And in doing that, you actually end up eventually finding a love in your life, and that's the thing that really it sparks things between you, but it also is something that you guys enjoy doing together. And so it's like, wow. So it's important for you, one, to maintain your identity. Two, it's how you meet them. So I like this for you. And they're saying just back off of finding love, find your self-love, express your self-love, go do something you love. And that's where you find someone that loves what you love, and you end up falling in love together. Like that love story. Right. So that's what's coming in Twin Flame for you. So many blessings to you. And then new love, you are up next. So what are peace, feelings, and actions to you, please? All right, let's take a look here. All right. So we've got here their feelings, oddly enough, is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is balancing between the head and the heart. So, they've got this, their heart has feelings, but the mind is like, no. One of my favorite decks, I forget which one it is, but they have, like, the queen here, and then below, there's, like, this cage that has the heart in it. I'm sorry, over here, yeah. There's, like, a cage down here, and it has the heart behind bars, and that's the energy that I feel is going on with them. They have feelings, but their mind won't let them be expressed. They're holding them back because they've got some stuff that they need to figure out. And this is what they need to figure out. The Ace of Cups here, their actions, this is about self-love and heightened love, new love for themselves. And this is what's going on here. I just feel like their actions are being held back because of the lack of self-love. Actually, that's what it is. It's the Ace of Cups. Now that I see the picture in my head, they're like, it wasn't a heart, it was the chalice. I go, oh my God, it was. It was the a bowl. It's the chalice, the holy grail that's underneath there. And so that's what's kept imprisoned, and they need to be able to express the love for themselves so that they can share love. If they don't have a whole lot of love for themselves, they can't give you something that they don't have for themselves inside, right? So, right now, their feelings and actions, their feelings are retained because they don't have a whole lot of self-love that they're allowed to give to themselves, so they don't have a whole lot to give to you. And so that's why there's kind of no actions happening, because there's no flow of love to themselves and then outward too. Because when we love ourselves that much, no matter how much love we want to give, it just drips out. No matter how much love someone gives us, it just trickles in, right? So he has this um process that he needs to go through of finding his higher self love in order to be able to give anything like that. So hopefully that makes sense, new love. But that's what's coming in right now. So many blessings to you. All right. And then the team, it looks like you asked like 4 questions. I only really my guideline is like 1 free reading per session. So let's take a look here. We'll see which one Spirit wants to answer. If you want more, you can always donate or even a personal reading. All that information's in the description box if you want to like get a full fledged reading. But let's take a look here. So what's going on? Was I'm thinking about using love with me. I feel like we've answered the rhinoplasty one in a past reading, the crypto and stock market in a past reading. And even that first one sounds familiar. So if you've asked these before, I did answer them all before. If you go back and check the past readings too, if you want. All right, so we'll answer the one is actually this one sounds familiar too, but I feel like Tran, are they thinking about you and are they in love with you? These sound familiar though, so if you've asked them before, I did answer them. So let's take a look here. We've got here, is he thinking about you? I feel like there's 2 people that he's thinking about in the outside world here. And so he is thinking about you, but not just you. And is he in love with you? I think he's in love with himself with this Ace of Cups. This energy that I have here isn't like, I just don't feel like they're learning to love themselves, but in the meantime, they're just like all about, well, that one, that one, that one. What do I need to fill myself up? I feel they're all focused in on them and their own selfishness um, in a lower vibration way. There's a higher vibration selfishness, which is fill ourselves up like that chalice and overflow to the world. And then there's I got to consume and it's all about me because I'm out of fear and lower vibration. That's where I feel that they're at in this lower vibration where they're just trying to feel fulfilled and full and they're not having very much um progress with it. And so that's why I feel like you're someone that they think that you could fill me up, but you won't, because they only can find their happiness on the inside, not from you. It's not your responsibility, and you can't give that to them. They're asking you to give them something that they can't, that they can only give to themselves. Same as them, this other person, their family, work, everything. They're asking everyone to make them happy, but until they choose to be happy on the inside themselves, nobody's going to be able to make them happy. So that's what's coming in right now, the team. So hopefully that resonates there. But that's what they have. So many blessings to you. And then, Almighty Great Courts. Any messages from a guru? Let's take a look here and see. What do they have here? All right. The waiting is over. Okay, I like that. You got the Hanged Man, which normally is a transformation and waiting and, have patience with it. But the Ace of Pentacles coming in is there is this new opportunity, this birth. It's like what is it? The winter is over. I don't know. Excuse me. It's like if we, like the cocoon, you see the caterpillar and they go in the cocoon is like, are they alive? I think they're dead. But there's been a lot of activity going on inside the cocoon, and now you're starting to see the cocoon move. They're about to, whatever this is, yeah, even with the butterfly, there's about to be this movement forward, and things are about to change. The transformation, the struggle, whatever this is, has been worth it, and you're about to see this coming out of the cocoon, this expansion, this opening, this activity that's very exciting, and it'll have been worth the wait. Beautiful, beautiful butterfly with beautiful, beautiful wings, if that makes sense to you. Right? But that's what they have for you, Great Court. So many blessings to you. Then Kevin to the Bill, hello, hello. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well. And you want to know, how do you see your connection with Akshat going in April? All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know here? All right, boom, boom. All right. Well, it looks like it's going to go just a little slow. If it's been going slow already, it's continuing to go slow with the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight out of them all. But the Ace of Swords brings a lot of clarity for you both in April, and that's what it's the Knight of Pentacles. They are moving. It's just a slow movement, right? And there's seasons. There's, a season of, like the four seasons, because that's the Four Pentacles is the outside world. There's a season of birth. There's a season of growth. There's a season of letting things go. There's a stagnant, you know, season like winter that has a new birth and a new spring. And I feel like we're in the middle of, like with this going slow fall winter time, which depending on where you're at in the world, we have the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere, the fall equinox in the southern hemisphere. But I just feel like there's this slow period to allow you to have clarity and gain clarity about what it is you truly want. Who do you truly feel you are? What decisions are you wanting, to make in your life there? So I feel like it's slowness, but a lot of clarity comes in for you. And that's what's coming in there for you, Kevin. Hopefully that resonates. Many blessings to you. And then Happy Pill, you are up next. Need like a general reading. Let's take a look here. So what does Spirit want you to know right now? Happy Pill. All right. Hopefully not that one. Okay, that makes sense. So a lot of abundance coming in here for you. You got the Six of Pentacles, which is all about the, equal giving and receiving, and the Ten of Pentacles, too, is abundance in the outside world. It's fulfillment in a lot of different areas that comes in there. It's the relationship card too. And but the what comes first is that Six of Pentacles. If I haven't talked about it yet, I do have in my playlist if you go to my main page by clicking on my name, Bretta Zen Mystic Tarot, at the very top, among the playlists at the top that pop up, there'll be Take 10 with Zen. And when you go in there, episode 5 talks about the Six of Pentacles. And the importance of this is that the Six of Pentacles talks about our rate of exchange between what we feel we have to give and what we in order to receive. So when we're younger, it's like our inner children, they get this warped sense of giving and receiving because we feel we have to give so much, like 1,000 love coins, we get one love coin back from the important people in our lives. And we as children don't know any better. We're just like, okay, well, that seems fair. And then it goes down into our subconscious and that rules over our life. So it keeps things away, keeps abundance away, love away, all this, because our little inner child's keeping track of those 1,000 love coins. They're like, no, you've given 537. You still have 400 and why do I make it difficult for myself? 463, something like that, to get up to, or 363 to get up to 1,000. I forget whatever number I get, but you know what I'm getting at. And they're the ones in charge of the force field that keeps things away from us. And then once we hit that 1,000, it drops those, and then it allows stuff to come in, and we're like, oh, we're back to zero. The walls go back up. But that video talks about a tool on how you can bring that from 1 to 1,000 down to 1 to 1, which allows those force fields to drop, and then that allows stuff to come into your life. So I like that. So that's what they have for you, Happy Pill. So many blessings to you. And then Julie, you are up next. You'd like an ancestral message. See, I thought I had, yeah, we've got here this deck called Secrets of the Ancestors. So that stood out. I'm going to pull you a card from Secrets of the Ancestors. It's like a tarot oracle-ish type of combination here. So for Julie, what do your ancestors have for you? All right. Oh, yay. Sure, they're ancestors. They can have all the patience they want in the world. But we got card 14 here, which is the peacemaker with persistent patience, which of course is the temperance card in the standard tarot. But it says, don't force anything. You made it. Consider this a hug and a reminder. It's all working out for you, but just take it easy. This is a moment of healing, harmony, and alchemy. Just avoid extremes and go with the flow. Everything in moderation. You are creating something new. So remain flexible, beautiful. You are stronger than you think. Ancestral memory says the peacemaker shows up as an Egyptian goddess Ma'at, one foot in the water and the other on land. The ancestral medicine is family healing is key with most issues of addiction and overindulgence. However, this is a journey you must first walk yourself. Write a letter to a personal area of imbalance, addiction, or overindulgence. The shadow aspect of the card, if it resonates, says you are too attached to a specific situation, person, or event. You're doing way too much. Distance yourself with grace. There is instability in your energetic vibration. And the declaration for you is my life is aligned and I go with the flow. I like it. So that's your ancestral message coming in there, Julie. Hope you enjoyed that. So many blessings to you. Right, hang in there, everyone. I know it's been an hour. I still have about probably 2 handfuls to go here. So, Dollface Diva, hello, hello. So, general for next week, what does Spirit want you to know? All right. These two here. All right. So, I like this. All right, that was a deep sigh. I feel like you're at that place. You're just ready. This Page of Cups is a heightened love, a heightened sense of your self-love is allowing you with this 3 of Wands to change direction. It's just like your love vibration just keeps getting higher and higher and higher, and you're realizing the more you fill up on the inside, the less the outside world influences your decisions, because you're realizing more and more and more, I've got everything I need inside of me. So instead of going, well, I have to do that to be able to have that, you're like, no, I don't. You're just like, you know, swiping things away and going, nope, 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 nope. They're like, it's like this. I forget. It was like a movie. I forget what it was. Tom Cruise. It was futuristic, where there's just things like the monitors up here, and they're just like moving things away and throwing things in the trash, or like Tony Stark in any of those Marvel movies where he's Iron Man and he's doing things, designing things, and that's what you're doing. Is you're like, my plans are changing. I don't need these things. I'm trashing things that I don't need anymore. So I like that for you. So that's the message they have for you, Dollface Diva. So many blessings to you. And then Minaheel, you are up. In which month of 2024 is the chance of you to meet your future spouse as a person? So the soonest chance, we'll take a look here. In fact, I'm going to use you as a guinea pig, and I have this timing. I have 2 decks around time that I put together. So let's see what comes in here. You're going to be a guinea pig. We'll see if it gives us the message that you're looking for here. All right. They're so funny. So I feel like the latest is October, because you got Paris in October, but then you have within 6 months. So they're like, which month? Well, within 6 months. You have a range of 6 months. It all depends on your energy. But the latest is October, which makes sense because we're like in March. So 6 months would be like September. So it's like October is like the final piece there. I like it. So that's what they have for you, Minaheel. Boom, boom, boom. Exactly. You wanted to know specifics, and they gave you a range. So you take it up with your spirit guides. All right. So many blessings to you. Then Magana, hello, hello. So, hey, how is 2024 going to be for you in terms of love and relationship? It hasn't been interesting for a while now. Also, if you check out, I have a playlist of the 2024 energy forecast that talks about love, career, romance, well, love and romance, career and money, love, career, and money. And it splits out the year into three equal sections of 4 months each, too. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out. And in fact, if you're wanting to know about love and relationships, check out your sun sign. But also, if you know your Venus sign and your moon sign, watch those too, because those two handle emotions, and Venus, of course, handles our energy of how we want to be loved and how we love others. And so that will help there. Let's take a look here and see just a little direct message from them too. Yeah, I can see here there's been some conflict here, the 5 of Wands, and I feel like there is this you do have this new journey here with the Fool card, but there's this, the Fool card is like the first card in the Major Arcana, and it's leaving behind, um, the World card is the last card in the Major Arcana, which is ending of old cycles, beginning of a new adventure, which then starts the Full card. But it's about leaving behind these emotions, leaving behind thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, musts, and all this stuff. That's part of the journey. And us letting go of that stuff is what ignites the new journey. Otherwise, our energy is lower vibrational, it slows things down. So the more we look at the higher vibrational things, the more we release the old lower vibrational mindsets that are rooted in fear, fear of not being good enough, fear of, what is a relationship supposed to be? Who are they supposed to be? Who am I supposed to be? All these roles, there's fears of failing those roles. And so it's like, what are all those that are there? And things to, release the thoughts and beliefs that don't serve you, the emotions that don't serve you. And I just feel like 2024 is a transformative time, and the more that you look into those and release those things and free yourself, free your heart from those cages, the faster, things um, unfold for you. So I do like that for you. In fact, I'm going to use you as a guinea pig for these lover oracle. Let's see what message spirit brings in here for you for that. All right. Yes, please do what is best for your heart. So that's basically what we're saying here is you're allowing your heart to escape from the cage by removing all these restrictions so that it can grow big and flow free like the Fool card. So I like that for you, Magana, but be sure to check out that energy forecast for 2024 as well. All right, so many blessings to you. And then Nat, what will the new eclipse bring you? All right, and be sure to check out my eclipse pick a card as well. And my I have the if you're talking about the lunar eclipse, I've got to pick a card for the lunar eclipse of the moon, um, the full moon, the Libra full moon lunar eclipse, and then there's also a eclipse alert video too. So be sure to check those out for additional information. There's a couple pick a cards there for you. But for you, yeah, I mean, I just feel like there's this release that happens here with this full moon. You have the ability to use the full moon energy to leave old ways of thinking behind and move into new ways of thinking. That brings you this emotion, brings you from like emotional stability to this 10 of cups, this full overflowingness here. So I do feel like this release of this, and it's interesting because Libra is the we all the way home. No, it's the we energy. And with this being a full moon, it's a release, and the lunar eclipse is giving you time to release some things around what relationships are supposed to be with the six of swords. It moves you from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, and it has that flow that happens. So I like that. I like it for you. I feel like it'll really bring you some significant movement emotionally because you're changing some thoughts that release your heart to be able to express itself differently, to fill up a little more with love on the inside that just fills up and then overflows out. That 10 of cups is like this overflowing, beautiful joy feeling, but emotional fulfillment too. So I like that for you, Nat Net, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then Alice, you are up. How does Harris feel and think about you? Let's take a look here. What's going on with Harris? Harrison. I feel like his mom is calling him. Harrison, what are you doing? You know, they have fears here, and they got a lot of passion with the Eight of Wands. So, the feelings, there's a lot of wah, 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 energetic and physical attraction definitely there. The thoughts, though, this Three of Swords is expectations equal disappointment, which is fear of rejection, fear of disappointing. And I feel like their thoughts are that they don't feel they're going to be able to give you what you're wanting from them. They're willing to give passion, but they don't have a whole lot of love for themselves to give. If when you have little love for yourself, that like if I have this much love for myself, that's how much love I can give others. And I feel like they're like, I don't feel like I'm going to be able to give you what you're truly wanting because I can't even give that to myself yet. And I feel like there's that fear of disappointing you. Very attracted, very turned on, very, drawn to you with this energy, but there's a lot of fear that's holding back because they don't have a whole lot of that emotion to give. So that's what they have for you right now, Alice. So many blessings to you. Let's see how we're doing here. All right, still have a little bit more to go here. Yeah, what is it? 4:50. So yeah, I should be able to finish up here. I got a post for my 6 o'clock, so I'll be back on in about an hour and 10 minutes. So we'll be finishing up here in a few. So Angel Dreamer, whoa, you were up next. Let me just grab that. Very energetic. As my pillow falls off, there we go. All right. So, what is the outcome of your performance of your project at work that ends next week? All right. So, let's take a look. So, look at all this energy. So, you've got this, you got the magician, and whoa, you got the magician, and you've got the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is what came flying out onto the floor, which both of these are about the energy, whatever you focus on is what does expand. And so the outcome of your performance is going to be whatever you focus your energy on. If you're focusing your energy on lower vibrational energy, like you fear that you're going to not get a good performance, or you're wanting a big performance and a big thing, and all your energy is focused on that, then when we focus on what we fear, we draw it into us, right? So, and if I'm wanting something, I'm telling the universe I enjoy wanting, but not getting. So, if you can focus your energy and move it here, emotionally, decisions too, with the Queen of Cups, you have powerful, powerful emotional energy. If you focus in on gratitude for what you have in your life already, focusing on joy, celebration, laughter, um, just to focus on gratitude for all the wonderful things that you've been rewarded for in the past. Then your energy is saying, I really enjoy being rewarded. See how grateful I am for all the other rewards I got. Instead of focusing our energy on the lower vibration and drawing those things, you will draw in the higher vibrational things. So I feel like they're saying that, well, isn't it up to them, the people that are judging the project? No, because you see the world through your eyes. You don't see the world as it is, you see the world as you are. And so if you have this vibration of, I'm so grateful for this, then the energy changes and the people will see through the eyes of, you know what? Wow, look at the job that they've done. And they're able to see all the stuff that you have done. And they're not just gonna create stuff. If you've been slacking and destroying things, then no, no matter of Jedi mind tricks is gonna make them see something that's not there, but they will be able to see all the work that you've done and give you reward for it. So I really feel like it's up to you, your energies, and that's what they want you to know about. You're not at the whim of the outside world. Um, you know, your praise comes from the ethereal, from the higher realms. So you can, when you have gratitude for that, for them and what they bring you, and for every other thing that you've had, then you get that reward too. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Akshita Raj, you asked if you could get a reading. I didn't see a question, so we're going to do a general reading and see what Spirit wants you to know. They know what you're needing to know anyway. We don't need to know. So let's take a look here. Yeah, there is this huge release around love coming in here. You've got the Page of Cups, which is new love that's available in the outside world, but you've got some changes here. You've got the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Nightmare and Insomnia card. A lot of fears, but it's the ending of fears. And the Eight of Swords is questioning and looking at your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets around love that no longer serve you. Those that are rooted in fear of rejection, fear of not being good enough, fear of not finding love, blah blah blah. All these long list of supposed to's and shoulds and need to's around relationship. Who are they supposed to be? Who am I supposed to be? How are we supposed to meet? How is it supposed to happen? What happens next? Blah, blah, blah. We got all these ideas and these popular opinions that are given to us, throughout our life. But it's time for those to end. And it's releasing those things allows your heart the freedom to move forward, and without all these expectations that are limiting creator and spirit saying, okay, it has to be this way. Well, this person's on back order for 1,000 years. So if you release some expectations and thoughts and beliefs and make it more creator, I trust you that you're going to bring the perfect person in the perfect timing in the perfect way. And in the meantime, I'm working on my self-love and my relationship with you and living my passions in life. Then, without all those restrictions and all that fear and all that stuff, the creators like brings them in. That one person that with all those restrictions is in back order for 1,000 years, but if you open it up, creator can ship it tomorrow with Amazon Prime and you'll get it in 3 days. So that's what they have for you, Akshita, if that helps. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Samya Rao, hello, hello. You want to know, is software testing field, would that be a good career option for you? Will you get a job in that field that feels completely new to you? All right, let's take a look here and see. Is it is it a good career option? Is it beneficial? And would you be able to get into the field? Let's see here. What's their overall energy around that for you? I feel here with the Queen of Cups and the Hanged Man, this is about look at things from a different perspective and follow, really take a step back. And the Queen of Cups is telling me it's like, I'm not sure this is what your heart wants. It might be what your mind wants or what you think you're supposed to do. But I feel like if you take a step back and see things from a higher perspective, that you'll see that there's a different career that is more like your dharma, your life purpose, and what you want to do and how you want to do it and where you want to, um, how you want uniquely will express your love with the world. It makes your heart sing and makes it feel full rather than waking up going, all right, here we go again. Instead, you wake up early going, oh, I'm so excited for today. So there's a difference in existing and living your dream. And I feel like the software testing is more existing. So that's what they have for you. All right. So many blessings to you, Samya. And then Deepti Tawari, hello, hello. So you want to know, are your chantings and manifestations working to get reunited with your husband, Vinay? All right, let's take a look here. See what they have here. We still have this balancing of things coming in here, seeing things from a higher perspective. You do have the Six of Wands, so I feel like the energy is balancing out and it's allowing you to reconcile with yourself and reconcile with the things inside. But I feel like with this justice card, that they're having you more focus on your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets about yourself. And, you know, because we can't cast a spell on someone else or do things to draw someone to us. We can't control other people's wills. We only control our own. And so I feel like this is returning this energy back to yourself, this mirroring effect with the six of wands, and put yourself in the horse's seat and look at, what are my thoughts and beliefs around myself? What fears do I have? Because the reason why the separation happens is always for us. I know it's hard to believe that, but it shows us our fears. It shows us the things that we wanted to see in this mirror until we see them. And if I haven't seen it and done this internal work and looked at it yet, they're going to be kept away because I haven't done this. That doesn't mean that they're going to come back afterwards, because you might, in the middle of it all, after you work on yourself, go, I don't want them to come back. I'm fine with them being gone. I'm not who I was anymore. And I don't know if I really want them anymore. I want something else for my life. But it's all about you focusing in on you because, you know, again, we can't control other people. There was this oracle card. It was about casting a spell, and it says you can't cast a spell on someone else going, I want that person to come back and be my boyfriend instead of their boyfriend. And because that's what they said, it's we can't control their will. And but instead we can cast a spell upon ourselves to have the perfect mate come to me. If it's them, then it will draw them in, because it is a win-win and it's what the universe has, right? But if it's not them, then thank God I didn't get them, and that someone even more amazing is who the creator is bringing to me. So you can use all that energy, do your chantings and manifestation on reuniting with yourself, and then you see what unfolds in the future. But use all that energy and start trying to draw someone back, focus on you and find you. Because if someone has left you, it could be that you've also left yourself, right? So I like that for you. Very empowering. All right. So that's what they have for you, Deep Tea. So many blessings to you. Then Starfall, you want to know, how is your last meeting with Gemini on Monday going to be? All right, let's take a look. How is your last meeting with Z Gemini going to be? All right. Well, we got the Four of Swords. So peace of mind, mental stability. Eight of Wands, a lot of energy, a lot of passion that comes in here too. So very energetic. It's like it's very peace of mind, but a lot of it just feels joyful, happy, you know, energetic energy going back and forth, with it there. So it feels I don't know if it's the kind of situation that would have passion involved, but it's definitely there's like the Eight of Wands is four wands and four wands, equal passion and a lot of it. But there's just a lot of excitement, a lot of joy, a lot of, like I said, a lot of excitement, a lot of passionate energy, but peace of mind. So it's not like it's not kind of fire, but there's fire there, but it's not flames, arguing and battling. It feels very fluid with four even numbers are very fluid. So four of mind and eight of energy. So I like those. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an inkling of what's happening there. So many blessings to you. And then Swarupa Bobby, you are up. So what comes towards you in life? It says accept love. Do you mean around love, maybe? Well, I know Spirit knows what you're wanting, so let's take a look here. Yeah. All right. Well, what's coming towards you in life here? You've got the Knight of Swords, which is new communication, new awareness, new clarity that comes in that causes you to have, clarity for your path. When with this 3 of Wands, it's about you wanting to change directions and go in a different direction than you had anticipated before. So, you do have this clarity of life, this clarity of situations, this movement of things in your life too. Movement of your mind creates movement and sparks some change of emotion, change of passion, change of direction. And I do feel like you make some, you know, very significant alterations in where you were headed and what you're wanting to do. I just feel like it's a big time of clarity that comes in for your life, for you. So just take a step back and breathe deep and connect higher, because it's the Ace of Swords, the higher truths, that brings you the freedom and the clarity of mind that comes in. All right, so that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. Just have a few more to go here, so hang in there, everybody. So, God's daughter, hello, hello. So, you want to know, if you tell Andre that you're a psychic and that you can read cards, what will his reaction be like? What will he say to do or to or do if I tell him my gift and that I can read cards too? Okay, let's take a look here. Witch. I'm just kidding. That's the pot calling the kettle black. All right, let's take a look here. So, if you share with them your gifts, what will their reaction be based on current energies? Yeah, you got the Hermit and the Five of Pentacles, which is the feelings of abandonment, being left alone, being left behind. And the Hermit card is, this hermit being left alone. I don't feel like they're comfortable with that at this point in their life. I just feel like they'd be like, I feel like, um, and it's not that they're like, oh, that's devil's stuff. I feel like they're like, oh crap, so you can know what I'm doing. And I feel like they're more scared that they'll be found out, that they can't hide anything more than anything. And that does scare some people. I know my first relationship, um, when I would call them out on stuff, they're like, "That's not fair." And I'm like, "Hey, it is what it is," you know? Well, they didn't know what they signed up for, because it came about while I was in the relationship with them, is when I blossomed and opened up to spirit more, and and they didn't like it when things that they're trying to hide, and I feel like that's how they'll respond to that, God's daughter. So trust your gut, right? You can read cards, you put those out there and go, "What are you hiding?" Oh, aha! All right, so that's what's happening, my dear. So hang in there. Many blessings to you. And then John V. Gavandi, you want to know what does the divine want to teach Divyang and yourself from your connection? All right, let's take a look here and see what's one of the things that Spirit wants you to know that you guys are learning and gleaning from this here. All right. Well, clarity around what dreams come true looks like here, because I feel like between the two of you, you're realizing a lot with this Eight of Swords of what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets have kept you restricted and bound. And they have to do about, what does a dream come true mean? Got a lot of old beliefs that have been pounded into our heads, all this popular opinion growing up, like, this is what the dream come true is. And you're like, okay, we just regurgitate. What is the dream? The dream is this, because we've been taught it. But it's like, is that the dream? We're getting out of our heads, getting out of these supposed to, shoulds, need tos, have tos, musts, and you're finding clarity around, what is it that would truly make my heart sing? What do I truly want? So I feel like you're both discovering what it is you truly want in life and what it is you don't, and so there's a lot of clarity that comes in around that, uh, during this relationship, with your connection anyway. So I just feel like you're like, yeah. So hopefully that helps. So that's what they have for you, John V. So many blessings to you. And then lastly, but not leastly, we've got Ime Vargas, if I said that correctly. Thank you for being a new subscriber. And we caught you just as the elevator doors were closing. So let's take a look here. And you just want to know, is your husband Pisces cheating on you? All right, let's take a look here. And if I missed anyone, please know that deepest apologies. And I'll be on in less than an hour. So please come back. I'll be on tonight and tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And then also tomorrow morning and Sunday morning, again at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. I don't feel like they are here, Ms. Vargas, because you've got the Ten of Cups, which is joy overflowing and fullness. And Seven of Pentacles is the last thing that grows on the fruit tree, is the fruit. Um, so I feel like this is what, things are progressing, and I just feel like they're having this growth in their life. And it's interesting the energy that comes in, because it's like it takes a long time for, like a seedling to turn into a tree that's bearing fruit. And I just feel like there's impatience. Um, and I don't know, if you have this fear of the 7-year itch. I don't know why that, well, the Sound of Pentacles, that's interesting, 7-year itch. But, you know, just um, trust in the love that's there right now. And just know that, have patience, things are unfolding. What you can look at here is, in fact, if you have a chance, take a look at my last podcast that came out last week, which is called It's Complicated. It's on my From Chaos to Cozy playlist. Um, it is about what we learn from the thoughts around cheating and having people that are unfaithful to us. And a big aha that comes from that is how when we're like, are they cheating on me? It's like, how am I cheating on myself, right? And I'm like, what? How is that? Because our self-worth comes from our higher self, inward and upward. And when I'm looking outside of myself for my worth, I'm cheating on myself with them. And so sometimes this reflection we're getting is to turn us back to ourselves and go, how I'm going to focus on me instead of what they're doing. Who knows? Who knows what they're going to do? Blah, blah, blah. They're human. They all do all sorts of stupid stuff. But all of the things that we experience in the outside world are a mirror showing us what we want to see about ourselves until we see it, so we can go inward and upward and, take a look at those things. Um, so that's what's coming in. Hopefully that helps. But I don't feel like I didn't get cheating energy, but I feel like the important thing is, how are you cheating on yourself is the energy that they're wanting to bring for you. So hopefully hang in there, my dear. All right, everybody, that is what we have for right now. So again, thank you for all the thumbs up. It does help the channel grow, and I appreciate you guys so much. And so I'll be back in less than an hour. So I'm going to head off. In a moment, I will type out all the names in order by which I completed the readings. So I'll pin that here in a moment so you can find your reading more easily. But until then, until I see you guys again, much love to you. Hang in there. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Remember, every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So we'll see you soon. You take care.